to my channel, guys. If you're new here today, my name is Lena. Hi, nice to meet you. If you're prepared to be amazed, give this video a big thumbs up, click the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on the post notifications so you don't miss a single video. I just want to show you guys what this trainer is doing for me, okay? I have on like a really slick dress, and you can kind of see it through the dress a little bit. And this is like the side view, and this is the view from the back. So I feel like it looks pretty good under clothing. This is my first time wearing like something form-fitting that's not workout wear with the waist trainer on, and I like it. You know, you're supposed to wear it during the day. I feel like I'll definitely be wearing this Luxe Curves waist trainer during the day. I like how it makes me look, and I'm excited to get smaller and smaller until I reach the size that I want. Anyways, this is not a Luxe Curves review. If you want to watch a review on Luxe Curves, I have a video for that, and I'll leave that down in the description box below. This is so off topic as well, but my skin is getting better, you guys. I'm so happy. Honestly, not wearing makeup and having really bad acne is not very flattering to me, just looking at myself and not being able to wear makeup because I want my skin to clear up faster. It kind of makes me feel like, ugh, but it's just annoying, and I'm ready to get back to where I was. I'm about to get on some birth control so I can clear up my acne. I'm taking hair, skin, and nail vitamins, biotin, B12 and iron. So I don't know what else, but I feel like it's working. I feel like whatever I'm doing, it's working. And then I know my eyebrows look a hot mess, but I'm getting them done tomorrow, and I have to film this video today. So we're just gonna have to work with what we got. So today I'm feeling super duper inspired by my I Want to Be a Hooters Girl video. If you have not seen that, I'll leave that down in the description box below as well. But if you're not going to watch it, I used to be a Hooters Girl at a Knoxville location, but I wanted to quit because, you know, I got pregnant, I had a lot of family problems, and I moved back home. So, but because I want to work there again, I was thinking of all the crazy memories and all the stories that happened while I worked there, and I wanted to share them with you guys. So this may turn into a series, I'm not sure, but if you do want to see more stories, give this video a thumbs up, leave me comments, DM me, Snapchat me, email me, because I have so many and I just want to share them with you guys. So without further ado, let's get started. If you don't know what Hooters is, it's a restaurant with girls. Duh. And they wear skinny tight shorts and really tight tank tops. Yeah, and you make lots of money and people drink there. It's a really outgoing place. You're supposed to be talkative, funny, outgoing, happy-go-lucky type of vibe, okay? It's lit. One night I was working the patio with one other girl, which means we split it halfway. I got double set because both these tables wanted to sit on the patio, I guess, which was fine because we weren't busy, and these were the only 2 tables that I had in like an hour or something. So my first table that I got set with outside were, I'm so country today, were 2 black men in their mid-20s, which has nothing to do with anything. I'm just letting you guys know the vibe that I was getting from them, and like just the whole, I'm gonna use races, okay? I'm gonna use colors just so you guys can get a mental picture. I'm gonna paint it for you. And they were super nice. We were just talking, having normal conversation. I did not feel awkward at all. They didn't like touch me or anything. They were being genuine and fun and cool. Then I got set again, maybe like 2 minutes after I greeted this table, with an older white or Caucasian couple, which also doesn't matter. And then they sat at one of my lower tables. So the tables were like beside each other, but they were separated kind of by like the door that you go out of to go outside on the patio. So they were pretty darn close to each other. I'm over here and I'm still talking to this table with the 2 black men. And you know, I haven't really broke away from the conversation. I've just been chatting with them, even though I just got set, which is kind of bad, and that was my bad. I struggled with knowing when to break the conversation and leave and do what I needed to do. That was my bad. That was my fault. I just genuinely didn't know how to cut people off, and it would get awkward in my opinion, and I just didn't know how to walk away, especially if I was interested in what they had to say. It was about 2 minutes later, and then I finally greeted the older white couple, and I went over there and I was just like, I'm so sorry. I just got double set and I was getting their drinks together. But
my name's Alina. I'll be your Hooters Girl tonight. Can I get you started with a Pepsi product or a Hooterade?
And then they just looked at me like, and I was like, y'all, I sincerely apologized. I knew, ooh, this lighting is so bright. This ain't it. The sun, like, y'all, I'm white already as it is. Let's get in this sunlight. I'm so sorry, you guys. This video looks crazy. Okay, so they were just, oh, they were so mad, you guys, and I completely understand because that was my bad. That's not good customer service at all, and I sincerely apologized. I was so sorry. You know, I went over there and I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And I hurried up and I like didn't just get their drink order. I went ahead and got their food order as well because because I felt terrible. And they were so pissed. They did not like me. So the man made like a comment. I think it was supposed to be funny, but it was like super sarcastic and kind of mean. So yeah, that just kind of put me off as well because they were already pissed at me, and then he made that remark, which most people did that, but he was already pissed. So I'm pretty sure he meant what he said. I don't remember what he said now, but it was just the most awkward situation. I kind of understood, but the fact that I sincerely apologized, it didn't make sense to me why they were still being so rude. So I got their drinks and their food, and then I kind of just let them be. And especially because they were a couple, and I just assumed, you're an older couple, maybe you just want to come here and spend time together with yourselves. I don't really know what to say to you. To strike a conversation, you're older, I'm not with your time. Like, this is serious stuff, you guys. People come to Hooters to talk to you, to talk to Hooters girls, but there's just some people that you don't know how to talk to. And that's another thing that you kind of learn how to do when you work there. And I knew how to do it. Like, I knew how to strike up conversations. I knew what to say to people, but they were already in a bad mood. And the way that they looked at me, their tones, I didn't know what to say. Like, I was shocked. I was like put off. And then I had this other table who were super cool, outgoing. And so I just kind of like left that table and went to my other table. So my other table, the two black men, they were talking to me about a business that they had already, then one that they were planning to open. It was like bottle service or whatever. They were telling me you would make so much money. You can quit now. We'll hire you on the spot. You don't have to have any experience. We'll train you, blah, 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 blah. And then I was really contemplating this, but I did not know Knoxville that well. And the club, the area that they were, in was a little bit shady, so I was like, no thank you. I mean, all clubs are kind of shady, let's be honest. Like, there's going to be a shootout sometime, but there actually was a shootout in that area, like, not too far along before they tried to make me be a bottle girl, and I was just like, should I do this? No. Every Hooters girl was like, no. So I was like, okay, that's not a good idea. You will get business opportunities working at Hooters. People will come in there and try to recruit you to like a better job. People will come in there and try to take you home. People will come in there and try to put you in danger. People are crazy, and they are very convincing, and it may sound really fun, but if you work at Hooters or you're planning to work at Hooters, really think about what you do before you do it, because, girls, I've heard of stories of girls getting kidnapped, girls being stalked. Like, you don't want that. So yeah, anyways, on with my story. So we're talking. I'm really interested in what these people are saying. Like, I love business. I love knowing all about it. I love bottle girls. I think that is so cute and amazing. So I was like, I could totally do that. And all you have to do is bring bottles. Heck yeah, I do more here than I would there. Duh. Who wouldn't want an easier job that pays more? Work smarter, not harder. So I was just chatting up a storm with them, and then my other table snapped at me. Like, the man snapped at me, and I was just like, but okay. Like, I hurried my little butt over there because I was like, they already hate me, so like, I need to be extra nice because I want to get a tip. And I also genuinely was sorry, and I really did care about how they felt, and I didn't want to be a bad guy. And they wanted more drinks, like more alcohol. So I put in their drink order. I told my other table I'd be right back, and I put in their drink order, and I came back outside without the drink order because the girl at the bar was super busy, and I knew it was going to be a minute. So then I started talking to my other table again. You guys, I kid you not, I think maybe 5 or 10 minutes went by, which is long enough. I mean, I'm pretty sure the girl at the bar had the drinks waiting, and I totally forgot that I even got another drink order for this table, y'all. I was so terrible that day, but I was so caught up in these, I wasn't caught up in them. Ew, I had a boyfriend. I still have a boyfriend. But I was caught up in the conversation I was having with these two men, and I just completely forgot about this table. Like, Hooters is a happy-go-lucky, over-the-top, happy place. People go there to get drunk. They go there to get turned, to look at girls, obviously. It's a fun environment, and when you're not a fun table, you're forgettable. And that might seem really shitty, and I know that was really bad on my part for forgetting to get their drinks and not greeting them as soon as they sat down. But they were so forgettable. Like, they were not interesting. They were not fun. And that could have been also my fault because I did forget their drinks and I did not greet them as soon as they sat down. But I sincerely apologize, and I was really sorry. So I go to the bar because I was like, oh crap. I like remembered, you know. So I go to the bar and their drinks are watered down, and I was like, oh shit, please don't say anything to me. That means they were sitting there for at least 3 to 5 minutes, okay? Terrible. So I give them their drinks, and then I went ahead and printed out their ticket too because I was just feeling like a crappy vibe from them. And then I was like,
you guys are in absolutely no rush, but here's your ticket whenever y'all are ready.
He handed me that card so quick, it was not even funny, okay? It was not, oh, whenever you guys are ready. It was like, here, we're ready now. Like, they were pissed. So I just, I took their card, got their payment or whatever, put their payment through the system. I came back outside, gave them the little sheets of paper and the little pen to sign. And I went back talking to my table. Like, literally, I just did everything I was supposed to do. I didn't go the extra mile with them because they made me feel awkward. They didn't accept my apology. So I was like, I'm just going to talk to this other table because they were telling me about a business that they owned. So I was thinking maybe they have a lot of money and I'm going to get a good tip. So I just kept on talking to the other table. You know, our conversation kind of dies down, and I'm like, let me go clear off my table just in case, you know, I get another table. So I go and clean off my other table, clean it up. I was like, oh, they left me something. You guys, I look at the paper, and in my head, I'm like,
oh my god, they still left me a tip. I was terrible. Oh, that was so sweet.
No. On the paper, where it said tip, it said 0.00. Underneath it, in some really ugly handwriting, I wish I had a picture of it. I know I did take a picture of it, but I wish I kept a picture of it. It said, sorry to interrupt your social life. Y'all, I was shooketh, okay? Because, like I told you guys, Hooters is a very social place. Hooters is a very upbeat, outgoing place. Like, if you're not going to be outgoing, you're not going to be fun, you're not going to strike a conversation, you're not going to put in the effort that I'm putting in, even though my effort did kind of suck, you're forgettable, which is really sad. But like, this other table was so interesting and intriguing, and I just couldn't stop talking to them. And like I said, I am terrible with knowing when to cut off a conversation. Now I feel like I could. Like, being a mom, a new mom, I just feel like I have this spunk about me. This is totally off topic, but while I was working at Ross, while I was still pregnant, I just had this vibe. Like, I just had this, like, if you're gonna be rude, then you can be quiet. Whole new persona. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel like I'm a mom. Like, if my daughter gets an attitude, I'm gonna be like, hush, you know, like, whatever. I have this little fiery spunk about me now that I did not have before I got pregnant. I feel like now I could be like, okay, hold on 1 second, you know, I gotta go help this table out, without being awkward or without feeling awkward. But back then, I just didn't know how to. And of course, I felt super terrible about it. But the fact that he said on the paper, sorry to interrupt your social life, you weren't interrupting anything. You just suck. Like, I'm sorry that I greeted you late and I'm sorry that I forgot your drinks, but you sucked. You didn't say anything nice. You didn't forgive me. You didn't accept my apology. You were just straight up rude and buttholey. Like, ew. And then I had this really fun table who was telling me all these business ideas and business plans, and I was interested. So, I mean, take it how you want it. But at the end of the day, I got $0 from that table and $40 from my other table. And my other table, they only got one drink each. The little table, they had food and drinks. And they had 2 drinks each. So I still got tipped at the end of the day. Probably enough for both of the tables. For sure enough for both of the tables, because their total, the black men, their total really only came up to maybe $15, like total, both of them together. At the end of the day, I'm still going to make my money. You have to put your energy into people who are putting their energy into you, especially at Hooters. Because let me tell you, if I would have put the majority of my energy into the older couple, which I should have been putting my energy into both of them equally, but, you know, the vibes I was getting from them, it just was not good. It was not nice. And so I gave more of my attention to my other table, and I got a bigger tip. I'm pretty sure, you know, if I would have given all of my attention to them and ignored the other table, they probably would have still tipped me just because, come on. But, like, the other table, I'm not trying to sound racist, you guys, but older white people who go into Hooters do not tip, okay? I got the majority of my tips from black men who were in their late 20s to early 50s. Like, that's where I made the majority of my money. Or really young white dudes. Or Hispanics. Like, people of color usually I got more money from. I didn't make diddly squat from the rich white people, okay? Or even the older coupled people who were white, or the white families, even black families. Like, if it was a family, oh, that was it. I wasn't getting shit. But I knew, like, when you work at a place for so long and you know the people in and out, and you just get a vibe and you know who's going to tip you and who's not going to tip you, which a lot of people are going to be like, don't assume, it makes you an ass. But I promise you, when you're a server and you've been there for a while, you're going to know the ins and outs of that place. You're going to know who comes in, who doesn't come in. You're going to know who tips and who don't tip. And that's pretty much my spill for this story. I also have another crazy freaking story for you guys. I have multiple crazy stories. But if you enjoyed this story, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't mind the lighting. Click the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And let me know if y'all want to see more crazy Hooters story time. But until next time, my lovelies.